Capricorn, welcome to your zodiac wheel reading for February 2020. Thank you for joining me. And for any new viewers, welcome. I hope you enjoy your zodiac wheel reading for February. And if you haven't already subscribed, please do subscribe by clicking that button on the left there and the little bell that's beside it, so you will not miss any of your updates. And I do update every month for zodiac wheel readings and pick a card readings, pick a pile readings, angels messages. So stay tuned for those as well. So I'd like to now focus in on the Capricorn frequency. And invite Great Spirit, angels and my guides to join me with this reading for Capricorn. And thank you for any messages that come through in this reading for Capricorn's highest good and for the good of all concerned. Thank you. Justice. High Priestess. Lovely start to the month there. Getting some balance back and tuning into your intuitive knowing, which is actually a theme for this month. Some people might need to actually take some time out and retreat, or even go on a retreat. So those of you lucky enough to go on a retreat, it will be a very beneficial experience. Now, justice, the balance, balancing the scales. A good sign for those of you that are wanting to focus more on your appearance, getting the scales to balance to the weight that you would prefer is a good indication here with the justice symbol. It's also a good sign for legal dealings and wanting to see justice done as well. So the influence here in the first house for you, Capricorn, is how you present yourself and how people see you, or your persona. So you're being influenced strongly this month with that being fair energy. So if you're seeing things that are unfair, you'll speak up and defend the underdog, so to speak. Okay? And lovely here with the High Priestess, a number 2 energy with the major arcana. The High Priestess is the holder of sacred knowledge. She has great wisdom that can guide and help people. So you can tap into your wealth of wisdom here, Capricorn. And with the number 2, it's very prominent here in February, being a number 2 month, the second month of the year. So 2 speaks of being the peacemaker, being kind, seeing the fairness in things, as it shows here with the Justice card, and being able to understand and have sympathy is also very strong with the number 2. And the wisdom to know when to hold your tongue. Sometimes people have to figure things out for themselves, and you can only lead them so far, and then you have to sort of be quiet and let them sort it out for themselves from there. Okay? So this is a psychic card, so I do feel that your psychic energies are enhancing here, also for you Capricorns through February. In your communication area, neighbourhoods, siblings, short distance travel, transport, it's the area that you communicate with others, your relatives. There's reaping the harvest. So I feel from using your fair mind set, listening to the voice that whispers, trusting your gut instincts, you're going to be able to communicate that and help people with that. Because there is a energy strong here with the number 2, where it is the master number wanting to actually help others and give assistance to others. All right. And that is enhanced again through February with Mercury going into Pisces on the 5th of February. So you'll be able to perceive the thought process of others and use your mental telepathy, or you may just be noticing that, you know, you've got some sort of mental telepathy going on. Now on the 17th of February, Mercury goes retrograde in Pisces, so that is also a time where you may want to retreat into your private life. Alright? And then also in the 3rd house, Venus is in there, and Venus has been in Pisces until the 8th of February when Venus enters Aries. So then it'll be moving from the 3rd house into the 4th house of Aries after the 8th. But that's really good because that brings about some spontaneity in your life. And you know, when you can do things spontaneously, it often works out the best. Have you ever noticed that? So there's some enthusiasm coming back into your life with Venus in Aries. And as I said, it's a good time to help others. Help them believe in themselves. Use diplomatic communication. And be aware of opposing views, because you can teach a variety of people at the moment with that Venus in Aries. In your neighbourhood, it could be your siblings. But the 9 of Pentacles, the influence there is showing that you're going to be able to feel comfortable with what you can provide for yourself. And maybe you're in a position to be able to share the comforts in life that you have with siblings, or do something beneficial that brings about a fruitful harvest in the long run for your community. And that's backed up again with the Queen of Pentacles, another earth sign energy, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus energy with the Queen of Pentacles there. So if you have had to have legal dealings here through February, I do feel that you will benefit from those legal dealings, whether or not you've had to get a compensation finalised, or you're signing contracts, starting a new work regime. You're financially benefiting here, and it's going to benefit your home and your family. Then we have another 2 showing up, the balance, juggling act here with the 2 of Pentacles in the area of fun and where you find your joy. So there's a bit of time on your hands where you can balance out your working life and your private life, and have a bit of balance, which Capricorn has struggled with for quite some time, with all those stelliums and eclipses and everything that's been going on in Capricorn over the recent months and past 12 months in particular. So there's a bit of a weight being lifted off your shoulders, Capricorn. Now, the 22nd is also a master number day. It's the material master. It's a day when earth and heaven meet. So there's some big messages coming through for you here through February, Capricorn. 22 is a high vibration number, and it contributes to the greater good, the higher mission of fulfilling the universal utility. It's the high mission of fulfilling the universal utilitarianism. Okay, so there's a higher purpose, and there's sort of no denying it. And I think, you know, you may find yourself sort of looking up at the sky going, okay, I get the message. So 22 days are a good day for working on your ideas, making big plans, and making sure that you can accomplish them, that they are accomplishable. And being in the area that number 2 of Pentacles is influencing, it is about love that is given. It's balancing that. It's balancing the fun area of your life. It's balancing your creativity. You may have a couple of projects going. You can start to complete those projects now. And it is a good sign for good fortune, having the Pentacles in this area of the wheel. Now, in your working life, you've got the 3 of Wands. Now, this is showing that you're still keeping your eye on the horizon. So you're plunging on through. You're doing your daily work routine, but you've got your eyes set on something grander, and you're keeping that on your view on that. So something coming over the horizon. Okay, and a wish is being fulfilled. So it's to do with work, health, well-being, co-workers, and even your working conditions. So I do feel that you've been putting some things in place. If it's to do with your health or your working life, you've been putting things in place to enhance that area of your life. Okay? Seeing things much clearer here is the influence of the Ace of Swords in relation to relationships, cutting through the bullshit. Double-edged sword. So it is taking the good with the bad, the Ace of Swords, but it's clarity as well. So getting some clarity there in your relationships and partnerships in general. It is also, the swords are that of the intellect. And being aware not to come from a place of a destructive energy. Okay? So having to maybe cut off certain business associates so you can see your way clear to the new direction that you need to take. because there is a new direction opening up here for so many of us, for humanity as a whole, really, with Uranus in Taurus, enhancing our ability to receive intuitively from the planetary mind. Because it's timely now for a new direction that is being taken on the planet in general, and receiving insights into that new way to structure new directions and to establish innovative, practical new ways. All right? Now, here in the 8th house, we have the 10 of Wands. So there is some completion to do with other people's resources, financial institutions, government, tax, that kind of thing. There's a completion there. So there's a bit of satisfaction, but there's been a lot of hard work and carrying the burden of it all. It could even be dealing with people in authority, that you've completed some difficult maneuvers and agreements and dealings in that area. But it's saying here, because of the polar opposite with the two of Arcana, the major Arcana, the two major Arcana card of the High Priestess, that you've really got to trust your gut instincts. Now, one of the other things that is going to be felt here quite significantly from the 17th of February onwards is the trine between Mars and Uranus. Mars will be moving into Capricorn on the 17th, and that will trine Uranus over here for you Capricorns in the that Uranus is here in the 4th, trining Mars over here in your 12th house area. So that is bringing creative enthusiasm, and it's a sign that you've got a lot of projects going on, and maybe they're still in the subconscious stage where you're perceiving ideas and receiving messages about them through your dreams. Okay? So the Four of Swords wants you to take a rest, because the Four of Swords is about recuperation, retreat and resting, and there is a need for going within and retreating here through February. The seclusion can help you keep your equilibrium, and this is to do with higher education, philosophy, overseas travel, long distance travel, and foreign cultures. So there's a bit of a hibernating. So you're either wanting to travel to hibernate from the pressures and the duties that you've had to uphold, or it's actually stopping you from doing that, or you're pulling back from wanting to go overseas or get away from your daily grind. And just, remembering with the conditions that are going on, with people closing their borders to China and things like that, make sure you get your travel insurance if you're going to be travelling overseas. Remember, if you can't afford your travel insurance, you can't afford to travel. Alright, so just have things in place, be responsible. That Ten of Wands there is about being responsible, taking responsibility for yourself, and make sure everything's in order if you're doing overseas travel at the moment or looking at doing it. In your career area, the Zenith of the Wheel, the Princess of Wands, is letting you know that you've got some good messages coming to do with career and dealing with the outer world at large, the bigger picture. of everything is under really good influence here with the Wands energy of taking some action. Okay, and it could also be messages from your parents, because the 4th house and the 10th house are the parental axis. So, and it could be the mother figure that is prominent for you, Capricorns, whoever that mother figure is. Some people, it could be their grandmother, and other people it could be literally their mother. But there's good news coming with that. And here in the 11th house, your hopes and wishes, you've got the 7 of Wands. So there's wisdom there. And the 7 is the number of, well, it's a God number actually, because God rested on the 7th day. And this is sort of, in a way, about resting again. It's putting up your boundaries so you don't have to keep repeating yourself all the time and dealing with the same patterns that other people are trying to force upon you. You're building a dam wall to keep all the water out, sort of thing. So, and you've got help to do that, so you've got support. So people are letting you know, or someone significant is letting you know, yes, you need to put your boundaries up, or, you know, we need to sandbag that and you know, to stop the floodwaters coming in. So there could be a situation in your social circle where there's a bit too much overwhelming and people are, you know, crossing the line with you a little bit too often, and you're putting up your boundaries and you're letting them know, not dealing with this with you again. This is where it stops, and if you don't like it, you know, that's unfortunate, but that's the way it is. So you're sort of really letting them know where their influence needs to be kept at bay. You're letting them know where the line is drawn. Okay, so that is, you know, it's manifesting for you. So you may have been wanting to do that for quite a while, and you've been chipping away at it, but now it's there's no denying, and you know, word will get around. Don't cross that Capricorn, because he's not going, or she's not going to put up with that. Which is good. Takes a bit of the burden and the weight off you, because you just want to rest. It's been a hard slog, and you've put in the hard yards, and you want to rest. Your mind wants to rest. Your body wants to rest. Yeah, and there is restrictions around how far you can go, and maybe even to what countries you can visit, but you can still take a break. Now here in the area of your subconscious, and that's that which is hidden from you, is the Empress, the Mother Earth nurturing energy card. The 3 in the major arcana, and the Empress is she's kind of like the High Priestess in a way. She's the next level up. She not only can draw from her wealth of psychic abilities to help and nurture others, she's also able to come from a place of unconditional love. It's a symbol of the Mother Earth as well. And I feel that, you know, through this month's readings that I've done for all the signs, the need for the love for Mother Earth has come through so many times very strongly. So that is also something for you to contemplate and send healing energies to our beautiful Mother Earth. Now this is the fertility sign as well. So and being something that's hidden, there may be some surprise pregnancy for some of you. You weren't expecting to fall pregnant, be male or female, even though the female is the one that actually does fall pregnant, the male still falls pregnant with that woman and lives through the pregnancy via the woman. So yeah, so if there's that desire in you for procreating, then the Empress here, even though it's something behind the scenes and it's still not come over into being in the visible area of the zodiac, it's letting you know that for those of you that want to start a family or have another child, from February it's a good time to start doing that. And for others it may just come out of the blue and be a bit of a surprise. Now also here in the 12th house we've got Mars. Mars enters Capricorn on the 17th of February. So that actually will go a long way to driving your desire to maintain your social image. So, you know, you'll find coming towards the end of February into March, this justice, you know, you want to be seen as being, you know, a person that believes in just seeing things fairly and being treated fairly. So in order to use your organisational skills and social protocol. And you can use this Empress energy here to connect to your dreams and manifest your urges and visions as well, with Mars there. And Mars will, as I said, come over into the first house, and I do feel that, you know, the end of February, even going into March, there's some justice is in your favour, Capricorn. So I'll just ask for the animal medicine cards to give us the confirmation card for Capricorn for February. What is their animal medicine for February for Capricorns? Now, if one doesn't present itself, oh, there we go. If one doesn't present itself on its own, I'll pick one for you. But it came out. So the 8 of Summer is kangaroo. So you feel that there's more to life than what you're living. So it's time to move on. You may be moving from a situation that isn't good for you, or perhaps you're being drawn to what would make you happy. Either way, you're in control. And Capricorn, you've got to like that. You like being in control. So remember that. Okay, so there's a beautiful confirmation there for you for your reading. So thank you so much for joining me, Capricorn, for February. Do click the like button and share this to all your friends. And until next time, click on that subscribe button and click the bell below for any of you new viewers so that you can join our tribe. And my contact information is below there in the description box. If this reading has been for you, then I can look into it more deeper for you if you want to contact me through the information below in the description box. So until next time, thank you so much. We'll talk again soon. Much love and many blessings to you, Capricorns. Namaste. Are we going to go for a walk? Do you want to go for a walk? Do you want to go for a walk, Kobe? Come on.